Hello everyone, my name is Ben Clark, and today we'll be going over the steps of how to properly shoot a free throw in basketball.
So a quick overview of what this short instructional video contains. We're going to define what a free throw is and make sure everybody's on the same page. We're going to identify the 4 basic steps for how to shoot them and make them consistently. And then we're going to do a quick review. So what is a free throw? We can see from our Google definition here, it's an unimpeded attempt. It's a free shot. And how we earn these are basically most of the time we're going to get fouled. Unlike the little GIF here, this is what we would call a non-basketball move, but typically you are shooting the ball when you earn a free throw, but you can get other things. Like this would probably be a technical foul, which would also earn Steven Adams here in white. He would get a free throw for that. So how would he make that? Starting with step 1, we're going to start with proper stance. We can see from our model here that both feet are behind the free throw line. We're going to find the center point. Typically you can find a nail or some type of mark on your court that will show you the middle of the free throw line. That's going to line up perfectly with the middle of the rim, which is obviously what we want to line up with to increase our chance of making those free throws on a regular basis. And you can see here that he's not completely square. You're actually going to stagger your feet a little bit, and that helps kind of open up your hips and open your shoulder. Because if you think about it, we don't want to be perfectly square because we're actually shooting the ball from only one side, whatever your dominant hand is. So we actually want to favor that. So I'm left-handed. My feet would be actually be a little switched in favor with my left foot there. All right, step 2 sounds pretty basic, but we're going to bend the knees. The shot actually starts from the legs. It may be counterintuitive since you're shooting from your hand, but we want to use those big leg muscles. That helps with muscle memory and allows us to do the same thing over and over again, and that's really the secret to making consistent free throws. We want to maintain our balance, so you just want to make sure you're not sitting back or leaning too far forward. Keep your back straight, just nice and actually relaxed and loose. If you think about it a little bit too much, then again, you're not going to be able to do the same thing every time. Step 3, the focus is definitely on the elbow. So this is one of the most important things. You can see in our model again here that his right elbow is pointed directly at the rim, and that's exactly what we want. On his left hand, his non-shooting hand, that's what we would call a flared elbow. It's kind of sticking out like a little chicken wing, and that's what we want to avoid, because if you're doing that, you can't really ensure that the ball is going to go exactly towards the rim like you want it to. All right, and step 4, once you shoot the ball, you're not done. You want to follow through. You want to keep watching. You want to get all the feedback you can. That way, if you shot it a little too long, maybe you can make an adjustment or anything like that. But basically, you want to follow through, and again, it comes all the way through the legs. A lot of people even go up on their toes, and that kind of ensures that they use their legs properly.
Now that we've gone over the steps on how to properly shoot a free throw, let's complete a couple knowledge checks. Please pause the video while you read the question and choose your response. Then click play again when you're ready to reveal the answer. This answer is false. We do not want to only use our arms when shooting free throws. The big muscles in our legs help us stay consistent. Once again, please pause the video to read the question and choose your response. When you're ready to reveal the answer, press play again. This answer is the follow-through. It's very important to make sure you finish your shot. You can do everything correct with the previous step.
So with a quick review, we got a little GIF here, and you can see that he's doing everything properly. He's got his feet lined up here down at the bottom. You got a nice knee bend to start the shot from the legs. You're going to point that elbow right towards the rim, and then you see that little wrist flick at the top. That's going to be his follow-through.
And that was it. Now you know the steps to how to properly shoot a free throw.